morning, Christ United. We're glad you're checking in with us this morning, hopefully getting your week kicked off by diving into God's Word. Hey, listen, one of the things that we talked about this week, it was the title of the sermon of the series is Words with Friends. The title from this past week was Bonus, and we were talking about the reality that there are some words that count more. And we know that we have significant people in our lives, whether it's husbands, wives, or children, or friends who don't know the Lord, or friends who do know the Lord. Some people who are struggling through divorce and addictions and other things, and some who just need an encouraging word as they're growing in their relationship with Christ. All of these people, we know that we want to speak words that count more, words that matter, and not just speak idle words into their lives. We know that every day time goes by, and we miss one more opportunity when we're not speaking words that matter to make a difference in someone's lives. And so this week, we hope that you're encouraged to speak the words that count more. Now, to preface this, we believe with all of our heart that the words that count more are God's words, the ones that He spoke to us from His Word. And so one of the things we're going to be challenging you with this week is simply to do this, to dive into God's Word, to hear what God's Word has to say both about itself, but then also what it has to say about others, so that we can begin speaking those truths into the life of others. By the end of this week, we'll be talking more about how to do that specifically with different types of individuals. But today, here's what I want to ask you to do. I want to ask you to go back and read 2 Timothy 3:16, and to read Hebrews 4:12, and to read Joshua 1:8 and 9. I want you to read those verses, 2 Timothy 3:16, Hebrews 4:12, and Joshua 1, verses 8 and 9. Just want you to read those today and pray and meditate on those scriptures. Ask God to speak to you through them, and then tomorrow we're going to dive back into a couple of those verses just to hear what God may want to do with us, with those verses in our lives this week. And so we'll see you tomorrow.